Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play God of War. We're on our way to the witch's house in order to animate Al Snow's favorite object.
Hey, where's your beast of burden?
What do you mean? I ate her. Fat bits of her out just a while ago.
What is wrong with you?
What? Her milk ran dry.
She was your friend.
Then she'll be happy I'm so well fed. Shit bricks, boy, you got a real sentimental streak, know that? Don't get yourself confused out there. I'm getting back to it.
Okay, so every time that I visit one of the merchants, or one of the blacksmiths, I'm gonna, if I don't see a dialogue prompt immediately, I'm gonna have to reload the game. Because that's solved this problem more than once. Also, yeah, that's real cool. Somebody told me that he ate fucking gratitude. And I thought that we were just gonna miss out on that conversation, so that's cool. So we are gonna go ahead and sail back to the witch's house.
Do you remember the way back to the witch from here?
That way, behind the big statue of Thor.
Yeah, and I think reloading has done the trick once before. Oop, didn't see the passage between the rocks. Things kind of blended together.
Gone on a trip like this with Mother. She could fight, couldn't she?
Yes, she fought beautifully.
In fact, it was the most erotic part of your mother, boy. Oh, it makes my loins tingle just thinking about how she would eviscerate the wolves. Do you want to hear about the wolf evisceration, boy? I'm becoming too messant thinking about it. And we're sailing!
You want to dock here?
Oh, there was a fast travel point. I don't know why that was unavailable to us. Either way, it's usually better to sail places.
In the serpent rooms. Right. I knew that.
Yeah, even back here. Usually better to sail places just because you have the potential for boat stories.
She's really powerful, but you really think the witch can bring a head back to life?
She seems competent in her craft, and we have nothing to lose.
If she can't bring it back to life, can we keep the head?
No,
What the fuck?
but you may feed it to the fish.
Okay.
That's the weirdest thing! If she can't bring it to life, can we keep it? Oh, Atreus, you're such a weird kid. You are your father's son. But backtracking to the witch's cave does open up a couple of possibilities for us. Now, we're not going to be exploring too many of them, because you'll see... Oh yeah, you can see it right away there in the background. There's some green obelisk. It's another thing that we do not have the item for yet, so... exploring won't do us too much good, because there's always going to be something else to come back for. So we might as well get that done all in one fell swoop and not waste too much of our time looking around. Oh my god! This vicious pummeling still wasn't enough. I stunned her too early. Yeah, that is an appreciable difference between the axe and the bare fists in how quickly that stun gauge builds on up.
It is over.
Also, you gotta love when the Revenant fights go that smoothly. Also, we have another glowing object that's going to be tied to the green obelisk we see outside. We're going to ignore this seal for the time being. Again, you already see that there are more things to unlock around here.
Turn back to Aesir. Guess the gods aren't welcome here.
So you know we'll be back here again, or we'll have the option to come back again at a later time when we have more.
There he is. I hope he remembers us. How's it going, Chaurlie? Is your witch friend here?
What is that name?
That's what he told me it was. Or what it sounded like in my head, anyway. Chaurlie.
Okay. So initially, you know where my brain jumped to when I got here? When I heard that line on my first playthrough, I thought, oh god, between this and the voices that he's occasionally been hearing, I thought for some reason that he was hearing across timelines and he was hearing somebody in modern day named Chaurlie. I was so scared that that was going to be some big, stupid twist. Also, there's a nice little touch here. Not only do his arrows become electrified when he's using the shock arrows, his runic summons also take on that property. What that actually is, though, is a joke at GameSpot's expense, because at E3 2016, they reported that Kratos' son would be named Chaurlie. So they named, they being Sony Santa Monica now, named the turtle Chaurlie as a joke. Chaurlie. Yeah! Oh god, Atreus' combos are so cool! Oh wow, one lone Draugr, huh? Atreus just immediately gets up on him, strangles him with a bow. No hesitation. He's becoming more aggressive and more confident in combat, if you've noticed. Subtle AI
Oh, there
change.
she is here. It's so good to see you again. I knew you weren't dead.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring a head back to life?
I'm not sure I understand what... Wait. Where did you get those? The arrows. Give them to me, now.
They were a gift.
Do as she says, boy.
These arrows are dangerous. They're wicked. You find any more, you destroy them, understand? Do you understand? Say it!
I understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me. Please, take my arrows in their place. I have no need for them anymore. Now, what's this about a head? Do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
At his request. He claimed you could revive him.
Me? Are you sure you heard him right?
Please?
Take him to the table. Himmler. It's been a long time since I've practiced the old magic. Hold him there. Let's have a look. Well, thankfully his head hasn't decayed much and his brain is still intact. Nice clean cut. Cutting off his head of all people. I sure hope you know what you're doing. Now, hold his head under the water and don't let go. I mean it. That's enough.
It worked!
Let me see him. Mimir? You there?
Yes.
Good.
Oh. Hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned, death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have suggested this.
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either? Sorry.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir once, yes. But no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
Are you really going to lecture me about that?
We are leaving, boy.
But
Now.
You're welcome.
why did you do that?
We cannot trust her.
Because she's a god?
Have I taught you nothing, boy?
But she's helped us a lot.
She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to judge, brother.
When I require your council head, I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
We know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Better to tell us the way.
The world serpent? Wait, do you know how to talk to him?
Indeed. He speaks an obscure tongue more ancient even than these mountains. None are left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for me.
You do?
It's true. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Jormungandr is a sparkling conversationalist.
So the other shoe dropped on the reveal of who the witch in the woods is. It's none other than the goddess Freya. I love the animation where he takes Mimir off his belt and hands him to the kid.
No. Speak of Balder. He claims nothing harms him.
Aye, Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Boasting of a god. Everyone has a weakness.
Not him, I'm afraid. Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
You just said that, Mimir.
Did I?
What is the source of this power?
Well, as I recall, it involved, a spell?
Mimir?
Parts of my brain must still be coming back to life. Just need a moment to finish waking up.
So, Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical. But we knew that. By the way, Ruin Silver dropped some cool information about some decidedly non-Norse mythos
Dock us near the bridge.
on the outlook that Celtic lore has on mistletoe. In Celtic lore, mistletoe contains the soul of the tree that it grew upon.
You never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir. Prior to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won, but the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage. Both sides suffered tremendous losses, and for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore, but a rather senseless waste of precious life. Wouldn't you agree, brother? Precisely. Enough was enough. And at last, Odin's most brilliant advisor became determined to find a more enlightened path. He set about to broker a peace between the gods. It took some convincing, but ultimately Odin was persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy, a certain Vanir goddess, legendary not only for her fertile beauty, but her genius at the very Vanir magic that Odin had long aspired to master.
Freya married Odin? What was in it for her?
It was a sacrifice to protect her people, a selfless act of love. Truly, she deserves better than she got. But of course, there's more to that story.
Wow, Mimir's gonna threaten to put Epic out of business. What I was saying about Celtic lore around mistletoe, though, provided by Ruined Silver, was that it's also a symbol of peace.
How do we speak to the serpent?
There's a
Son of a bitch!
platform at the middle point of the bridge.
Oh, we already know about this shit.
Finally, that horn.
It was a symbol of peace that enemies would meet under to parlay. I wonder if that has anything to do with the Christmas tradition of kissing someone that you meet under a mistletoe.
Put my lips to the horn.
You know, Christmas is a hodgepodge of different traditions anyway, so that would make sense to me.
Why is he
Odin had that statue made in honor of Thor. And seeing as the world serpent absolutely abhors the fat dauber, he was probably sick of looking at it.
But doesn't that hurt?
Well, he and Thor have a bit of an unpleasant history between them. Or they will, anyway. So I guess waking up to see it was worse than the thought of lumps of solid stone passing through his gullet. You want me to ask him?
No. Our only concern is Jotunheim.
Alright, wish me luck. Ooh, ha, ha, ha. You're in Mimir. I've still got it, lads. He remembers me. Why, you... Oh, no, that's not right. Mokuno Huntun Kun. Eko no Thuno Funora. He knows the pain of your loss. He will help you. Ethnium Folklore. Curious.
What is it?
Oh, nothing to be concerned about.
What is he doing?
Making sure we're headed in the right direction. Listen closely now. We need two things to get us into the land of the giants. First, we need to learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
That one on the peak where we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants, in their infinite wisdom, saw to it that no ordinary chisel would do the job. Only the tip of a magical chisel opens that gate. Luckily, I know where it is, and it's not far.
You looked kind of mad for a moment there.
Now that, you thought I said you were friends of Odin. You'll forgive me. I've never spoken the ancient tongue sober.
Wait, look! The water's dropped even further. You can see more of the realm towers and statues. I even see new places to explore along the shore.
Where is this chisel?
Find me a boat, and we'll go from there.
I can't get over how good the effect on the world serpent's voice is. It just it rumbles you to the core.
So when we get to the boat,
It's so
we can
fitting.
either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
Only get another one of Atreus' gentle little nudges towards like, hey, it's a big open world game. Why don't you go explore?
Keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
But we're gonna beeline to this next critical path, and once we gather one or two more important items, then we'll do some big exploration
Love
and side
hate are more
content.
closely intertwined than you might imagine. For instance, Odin hates the giants, and they him. But Thor's own mother was the giantess Fjorgun, one of Odin's great loves.
So Thor's half god and half giant? Weird.
Once Fjorgun was gone, lonely ages passed for Odin. And as war with the Vanir raged, I could see what he really wanted in his bluster. And after no small amount of convincing, Freya agreed. For a while there, he really turned on the charm. He seemed happy. He seemed interested in making her happy. He granted her so many wishes I could scarcely recall them all. The peace held, and I truly believed all had worked out better than I could have planned. But Odin's true face showed itself again in the end. Oh, he won Freya's trust, and she taught him some of her Vanir magic, another choice she would live to bitterly regret. Sadly, despite his wise counselors' best efforts to persuade him that peace was the only true path to stave off Ragnarok, Odin never let go of his obsession with Jotunheim. The taste of Vanir magic led him to new forms of experimentation and new levels of depravity.
Boat time with Kratos and Mimir is fantastic. All these stupid lake spirits!
You who walks among the living, my beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace, yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
You want us to collect her bones? Gross.
Gulvig's Sather magic knows no bounds. She can reunite you with those you've lost.
Really? How?
Boy,
I can smell your grief, child. Rest assured, her magic is strong enough to create bridges between life and death, if only for a short while.
boy, we are leaving.
So these lake spirits are
They've
a
taken 3 of sweet Gulvig's
bountiful
bones and spread them across the lake.
font of side quests in this game.
Her bones, child. Gulvig
We'll do some of them. This is not one of them.
Special chisel is ahead.
I don't think this is one of them.
Ready yourself!
Did something attack? We appear to be fine. I hear something roaring, but we can get in the boat. So it didn't flag us as being in
This
combat.
chisel we seek. What is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son. But young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, a quarrel of theirs spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son. But in his emotional state, soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person he didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Oh, this is dope. This game does such a great job with scale.
You found a village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. The truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky.
Want to make sure there's no more boat stories to be cut off. Even though this game does a really good job of how it handles when you cut a story off, when you interrupt that. I might show that off intentionally later on, just because I think it's such a fascinating approach to that.
Should we attack?
To handling conversations.
A dangerous beast. We will take him down together.
Oh yeah, the lichen enemies. So we're gonna paralyze it with shock arrows, switch over to the light arrows. I don't know if we've done enough damage. We're gonna soften it up a little bit more before we hit this, because this is one of the most brutal animations in the entire game. Oh, oh boy.
That wolver's down!
That is a level of brutality that you don't see that as much in God of War 2018. Like, that's more befitting of, like, God of War 3 and how just vicious and nasty it is. You tear him in half from the jaw down. Oh my god. Wow.
We seek a chisel.
Uses that old
One,
zipper
yes.
tech.
A very, very giant chisel.
So we see a big red glowing thing. We know what to do with those by now.
Giant's ring looks promising.
Yeah, these are fingers. This is a giant. This is a ring. We're kissing the ring.
Looks like that crystal's brimming again.
So first we're going to rotate it to the right because we see a chest behind the icicles. We're going to blow those up.
Oh,
Collect the bounty.
Thanks.
Then rotate it to the other side. I like how Mimir is just going to stay parked directly over Kratos' right butt cheek for the whole rest of the game.
What happened to
That's his home now.
Thamur was a frost giant. When he died, his final breath froze everything.
So I think we are going to wrap this leg of the journey up next time. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.